Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North Carolina and South Carolina students, sponsored by the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers and StriveScan. Thank you so much for joining us today. So just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are turned off so panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at CACRAO.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be made available within a week at that same website, CACRAO.org. I would now like to turn it over to our presenters.
All right. Well, hello, guys. I am Hunter Mizell from Charleston Southern University. I am excited to be here with you guys just to show a little bit about our university and how you can be a part of it. So we are located, as most of us in this presentation, in the Holy City, the city of Charleston. We're located just a little bit further up on I-26, about 25 miles from downtown. And I'll go ahead and share my presentation there. Hope everybody can see it. But we are NCAA Division I. We have over 60 degree programs. So that ranges all the way from nursing, business. We have kinesiology, Christian studies, any kind of degree program that you're looking for. We would love to talk to you. One thing we love about our university is the student faculty ratio. We like to say that we have really small class sizes, and that you'll have one-on-one contact with professors to be able to, one, learn and experience your field at the highest capacity. And then, of course, to keep you busy, to keep you involved, we have 50 plus clubs and organizations. We have sororities, fraternities. Of course, we don't have any housing for those, but we do have, of course, those organizations. Just a little bit about our top programs. Of course, nursing is one of our major programs. We just received or just opened up our ABSN, which is our accelerated, and that is a 2-year program that you can accelerate through that and come out with your BSN, and then hopefully go take the NCLEX and pass it and become an RM. Next is our business, and then education, kinesiology, and biology. So if you're looking for any of those, of course, like I said, we have 60 plus different programs. So if those are not the ones you want, I'd love to talk to you and figure out which ones you're interested in. One thing we love to say is we love to prepare servant leaders that pursue significant lives. So that is all the way up to a doctorate degree. And so we have bachelor's, master's, and then of course doctorate. And then we're having a physical therapy program coming in 2023. So right now we have a PA building, which is physician assistant. And then of course, we're hoping to get athletic training soon, but physical therapy is definitely on the horizon. Next up, as you can see, there's some few pictures here, just a little bit about our serving. Tons of opportunities for mission trips to get involved. I know students and faculty go on mission trips over the summer, spring break, even during the winter times. I know COVID might have some play in that, but we're hoping everything clears up soon to where we can go and take some mission trips in the near future. You'll see in the next picture, we love to do Operation Christmas Child, and that's the perfect opportunity to be able to make boxes for children overseas or those who really don't have presents during the Christmas season or gifts to be able to open up. And then, of course, one of the pictures at the bottom is actually our sorority. One of our sorority members organizations going to the Ronald McDonald House serving. And so tons of opportunities that we love to offer or give to our students to be able to serve and to be more like Christ here in the Low Country. Campus life. This is the fun thing I would always like to point out. You can't experience college or live the college life unless you actually get involved. And so whether that's intramural sports, we have flag football, we have all the way up until basketball, volleyball. If you're interested in campus ministries, there's Elevate. We have Summit Church here. There's a men's and a women's small group. And then, of course, like we mentioned at the beginning of the slide, over 50 clubs and organizations. And don't think that's the only amount. There's tons of opportunity for you to be able to start some if you're interested in even maybe doing like I would say maybe like a duck hunting club. You can start that here, do the signatures, get it started, and plenty of opportunities for you to be involved. And then, of course, study abroad. You can go to different countries. I'm not sure what that's going to look like during this COVID season, but I'm hoping they're going to open that back up for students to be able to study abroad. And then, of course, we require each student to have an internship by the end of their before the end of their degree to be able to graduate. And so whether you're in the biology field or you're in the Christian studies field, we do require you to go out and actually get involved with a company or hospital, something like that, to be able to earn an internship to pass that degree field. Then, for my lovely job, is the enrollment process. Really, the steps that we kind of encourage our students is just to get an idea of the campus, to get an idea of what you're coming into. If you want to go to college, that is awesome. Visit it. Visit all the campuses. There's a lot of great colleges and folks from them right here on this meeting that are going to talk about opportunities. Just come and visit. I know there's going to be some different policies or different things in place for visitation, but for us, it's just signing up. And there's, of course, a limit to the amount of people that can come. And then the next is to apply. That's really simple for us. It's online. It's free. That's all you have to do. And then you just submit the required documentation. For transfers, we'll get in that to it just a second for the requirements and what we need from you. But you will just submit those, and then it's up to us as the enrollment staff to make the decision on your file. And then most importantly, apply for financial aid. I cannot stress that much. Make sure you apply for it. Go and fill out the FAFSA, which you'll hear about in just a second too. And I'm sure a lot of us will talk about it. But you can receive government monies, grants to be able to pay for college. And there's nothing better than free money. So next up, here's our different events. So you can definitely check this out on our website. I won't go through each one in particular, but you have personal visits. First Look is a pretty big day event where you can have pretty much the whole family come. But it actually might be different this year, so keep out for the updates on what we'll have for these different big events. And of course, CSU One Day, which is a little bit smaller than First Look, but it's definitely a good opportunity to come visit our school. All right, and like I said, here's the free application. I know you probably can't click this on here, but just go to charlestonsouthern.edu and you can click the apply button right at the top and you'll be good to go. All right, here's the fun part where most all of you are going to be interested in the requirements. So for a transfer student, you are considered a transfer whenever you have attended a college outside of high school after graduating high school. No matter if it's 3 credit hours, 1 credit hour, you're considered a transfer student if you've taken college level courses. For us, our minimum GPA is a 2.0. I do encourage you to get higher than that, and I'll explain why with our merit-based awards. But next is our 24 transferable credit hours. Now that is having a C or higher in that course. And that makes it transferable. If you have a D in that course, that is not going to count towards the 24. Next is a college level math. That's equivalent to our college level algebra, which is a 105. And then a college level English, which is equivalent to our college level English of 111 or 112. And of course, if you've attended multiple universities, institutions, technical schools, we're going to need not just a copy, but an official transcript. So it can't be like a scanned copy on the fax machine or anything like that. It has to be a sealed copy sent from the university to us to where we can have it on file. And of course, you can send the unofficials just for provisional decisions, or if you just want to get an idea of what it's going to take for you to finish up your 4-year degree. Types of aid, you have institutional aid, state aid, federal aid, outside scholarships and loans. Definitely encourage you to look through that on our website to be able to understand a little bit more about your opportunities with aid. But for us, it's $27,800 per year. That's books included. So definitely remember that. That is books included. And then of course, room and board ranges from $10,400 to $12,000 based off of what room you decide to go with. And then here's the fun part. Like I said before, with the GPA, you definitely want to have a high GPA, because if you have a 3.6 or higher with us or with another school that is your primary school, you will receive a $10,000 scholarship every single year that you're here. So definitely keep that in mind. That is right off the bat. As soon as you come in, you're going to receive that merit-based award. And then if you decide to do any athletics, music, or band, there's some additional institutional aid for that as well. And then, of course, South Carolina aid. You have the Hope, the Life, and the Palmetto Fellows. And then, of course, you can see the requirements there and also look them up online if you have any questions. Then South Carolina aid for the FAFSA, like I told you, definitely make sure you stay up to date and fill out your FAFSA, because you do not want to miss out for us the South Carolina tuition grant, and then also the Pell Grant. And then, of course, there's the FAFSA website. And that's CSU. So thank you guys for definitely taking your time to meet with me here, and I look forward to talking with you soon.
Awesome. Thank you, Hunter. Next, we will be talking about the College of Charleston. I'm going to go ahead and get the presentation started. All right, so the College of Charleston. So we are going to cover our quick hitters, what we feel our transfer students are extremely interested in. I will also note that we have a virtual transfer open house on October 6th. So if you're interested in that, we'll be meeting with financial aid and kind of expanding on this presentation. So make sure you mark your calendars for that. It'll be October 6th. So topics that we are going to be covering, an overview of the College of Charleston, our Transfer Resource Center, which is a pretty unique center for students. Not many colleges have a Transfer Resource Center or a place for transfer students, so we're really proud and excited of that new resource. We're also going to talk about a big topic with transfer students and how do your credits transfer. Then we're going to go into the application process, our requirements, and important upcoming dates for you to be aware of. So the College of Charleston, we were founded in 1770. So just a little fun fact, we are the 13th oldest institution in the nation. We did just recently celebrate our 250th anniversary. So we were really excited about that and excited for the next 250 years. College of Charleston is a public liberal arts and sciences institution, and we are located in the heart of historic Charleston. Just like Hunter mentioned, most of us are located in Charleston, so always something to do on campus, off campus. You've got the beautiful beaches, so it's a great place to be. The college is a teaching institution, which means that all of our classes are taught by professors and not teaching assistants. We also have a great student to faculty ratio. It's about 15-to-1, which means you are going to receive individual attention. You're going to get to know your professor, be able to do research with that professor, recommendations, and all of that. Our average class size is also around 23 students. So again, it's a great opportunity to learn and get individual attention. And then we have over 140 different majors and minors. Some of our top majors are biology, psychology, business, public health, and communications. Again, there's definitely something for everyone to choose. You can double up on those, triple up on those, but I would encourage you to check out all of our great majors and minors. We are also a Division I athletic institution with the Colonial Athletic Association. We have over 19 varsity teams. So again, come cheer on our Cougars. There's always something for students to get involved in. I'll also mention we have over 240 clubs and organizations for our students to get involved in. So the Transfer Resource Center, as I mentioned earlier, we are about to turn 2 years old, so a really exciting time for the Transfer Resource Center. The center is really just a resource for all things transfer. The mission of the Transfer Resource Center is to support, guide, retain, and advocate for transfer students and all students with transfer credit. So transfer students don't necessarily need to be coming from another institution. They can be freshmen with dual enrollment, even standardized exams. We help to award credit for all of that. So we help prospective, admitted, and current students with a ton of different things. As I mentioned earlier, dual enrollment, standardized exams, we award credit for. So all of that good stuff to make sure that your credits are earned, and we want to make sure that you get credit for those. We also have a unique transfer mentor program, which matches our new transfer students in their first semester at the college with current transfer students to provide support and advice. So a great program just to help our new transfer students if they have questions, if they need someone to lean on, if they need someone to walk them to class. It's a really great program, and we've gotten a ton of great feedback, so we're excited to continue that program. We also have a National Honor Society, which is Tau Sigma. We are the home of Alpha Rho, and that is designed specifically to recognize and promote academic excellence and involvement in transfer students. So I know that was a lot of information. You can always visit our Transfer Resource Center at transfer.cofc.edu, and you will find all of that and what's coming next in the next few slides. So a lot of students are interested in how are my credits going to transfer? How many can I transfer? Which is obviously very important. Again, we want to make sure that transferring to the college is the right decision for you. So we want to be upfront in the credits that can be transferred. So if you think of it as a bubble, 90 total credits can be transferred. Of those 90, 66 credits can be transferred from a 2-year institution, and 30 can be from joint services transcript. We are a military-friendly institution and recently just started awarding credit for DSST and joint services. So that is also an exciting new resource that we have for our military and veteran students. Where can you get transfer credit from? Previous colleges and universities, of course. Credit by exam, so we do have a lot of exams that we can award transfer credit for: AP, IB, CLEP, and Cambridge International, and as I mentioned earlier, new is the DSST. We also award for international credit and military credit, and then you'll see at the bottom that credits need to meet the requirements to be eligible for evaluation. Again, all of this is on our transfer resource website at transfer.cofc.edu, and if you ever have questions, my information will be at the end of the slideshow. I will be your point of contact throughout the whole application and admissions process, so feel free to send me an email, and I'm happy to help in any way that I can. So again, how are your credits going to transfer? We have a transfer equivalency database. In that, you'll see that 86 courses are guaranteed to transfer among public universities and colleges within the state of South Carolina. So that is an awesome resource. Again, all of this is on our transfer resource website, so you can see, click, interact, how your credits are going to transfer. We also have our transfer equivalency database. Again, you'll just kind of plug in what course you took, when you took it, and then it'll show that if it has been transferred previously, it'll show what it transfers to at the college. If you see that your class is not on that database, it doesn't mean that it doesn't transfer, it just means that it hasn't been evaluated yet. Transferology is another great resource that we have to predict how courses will transfer. For new students, you can see how your courses from other schools or standardized exams will transfer. And then for our current students, it's a great resource to find courses that you can take at another school to transfer back to the college. I think personally the best resource that we have in our Transfer Resource Center is our awesome pre-transfer advisor. Our pre-transfer advisor will discuss with you how your previous courses will transfer to the college. She might even be able to give you a timeline of how many semesters or how many years you have left at the college to graduate with your anticipated major. And to do this, you'll just need to contact our Transfer Resource Center and ask to schedule an appointment. And we can do an unofficial evaluation on unofficial transcript, so you won't need to buy or send in any official transcripts for that resource. So the application and requirements are pretty simple. Recently changed our requirements a little bit, but the application is going to be done all online. We do accept unofficial transcripts for admissions purposes, and if you're accepted, you'll need to submit official transcripts prior to the semester that you've chosen. So you can attach or email your required materials. We are test optional, so you don't need to send in your test scores. If you feel like it will help your application, you are more than happy to send those in as well. We also have an optional personal statement and essay on our application. Some students opt out of that. I would strongly encourage you to write something. You don't need to do both. One would be great, but we do read all of those, and it gives the admissions review board just a little more to see. You could put a personal touch on that. So it's really awesome to get to know some of our students before they are even on campus. Our requirements, we don't have any credit hour requirements or any transferable credit hour requirements, but we do require our students to have a 2.6 cumulative GPA from all college work. So if you've attended more than one school, we still want to see that your cumulative GPA is a 2.6. If you earn 12 or more hours at the time of applying after high school graduation, so dual enrollment does not count in our 12 hours, you'll be required to submit, obviously, your application and any college transcripts from prior institutions. If you have fewer than 12 hours, so say you're applying while you're in your first semester at another institution, you'll be required to submit your final official high school transcript, so that needs to be sent from the high school, and then any college level transcript. So again, dual enrollment doesn't count in this 12 hours. So if you did take dual enrollment and you're in your first semester somewhere else, that would be 2 college level transcripts plus your final official high school transcript. Again, we do accept unofficial transcripts for admissions purposes, and then if you're accepted is when you'll want to send your officials. You can obviously send officials with your application. That decision is up to you. And then some of our upcoming important dates for our spring 2021 transfer application is going to be a deadline of December 1st. And our transfer students can definitely apply to live on campus. You will just need to submit your enrollment confirmation to access the housing application. And the housing application deadline is November 1st, so a little bit earlier than the transfer application. So if you're looking to live on campus, just make sure you get your application in as soon as possible. And then I will also note that transfer students can also apply to our honors college, and their application deadline is December 1st. I'll put another plug in there that we do have a virtual transfer fair October 6th, so that's another great date to keep in mind. We'll hear from financial aid and kind of expand on this presentation a little bit. If you do have any questions, my contact information is right there. Transfer admissions website, again, our Transfer Resource Center, which is a great resource, again, all things transfer for prospective, admitted, and current students. Let us know how we can help. We're happy to be your point of contact. And I'm going to turn it over to Alan to talk about Trident Tech.
All right, thank you so much, Kaylin, and that was great information. So last but not least, I'm going to share my information with you guys about Trident Technical College. So let's go ahead and get started here, okay? So Trident Technical College is a public 2-year multi-campus community college located in Charleston, South Carolina. We have 4 campuses. One is in downtown, that's the Palmer campus. You can see it right here in the top left. Bottom left is the Berkeley campus. The bottom right actually is in Morse Corner, that's the Berkeley campus. And the biggest one is the Thornley campus, which is in North Charleston and Rivers Avenue. So overall, we have over 150 programs of study at Trident Technical College. You can see the 10 areas of interest that we have at Trident Tech. So usually we have 2 types of students at Trident Tech. We have the student that would like to come to Trident Tech, learn a skill real quickly, and join the workforce, or the student that would like to come, if you see in the bottom right here, do some classes so that they can transfer to a four-year university. So when it comes to transferring to Trident Tech, or when you finish your high school, senior year and you are deciding where to transfer to Trident, you have two really great opportunities while you are still in high school that I would like to mention. Last year, close to 2,000 high school students earned dual credit classes with Trident Tech so that they can utilize these credits towards any university around around the country, because we are regionally accredited. You can transfer these courses to any regional accredited institution like Charleston Southern and College of Charleston, even the Citadel here, which are the local colleges and universities around here. So, and what is great about this is that you can do it while you are a junior, senior, or graduating senior. So for those of you high school students that would like to do that, the application is a little bit different. You will have to take what is called a placement test with Trident, or if you already took the SAT or ACT, we'll look at those test scores, and who is going to help you with this is actually your high school guidance counselor, because they need to approve that you take these dual credit classes. Now, another great program at Trident Tech is the Charleston Regional Youth Apprenticeship Program. Now, this picture that you see there is from last year's. All these were juniors and seniors from high schools in the area. They took the advantage of the opportunity to become a youth apprentice, and more, I think it's like two new fields. You can see it on the bottom of the page right here, is the welding and pharmacy technician. So what it is that you can receive pay in the job while you are in the job training. So pretty much what it is once you become an apprentice, you will be assigned a mentor in one of these industries. And now these classes that you will have to take at Trident, you can transfer them to a four-year university. Not all of them will transfer, but some of them will. And then again, after the 2-year commitment, you can come to Trident Tech and continue finishing, let's say, with an associate degree. Now, from all the 150 programs to study at Trident Technical College, there are two that are really the ones that will help you transfer the most classes to four-year universities. And this is going to be the Associate in Arts and Associate in Science. So if you are applying to Trident Tech and you would like to transfer later to a four-year university, if you are going to get a bachelor's degree in anything related with science or math, you will pick a Trident Tech, the Associate in Science. Everything else pretty much will be an Associate in Arts. Of course, if you want to do nursing, do 2 years of nursing at Trident Tech, you do it, to go to the nursing program and then transfer to a four-year university that will offer you the bachelor's degree in nursing. The same happens, let's say, with engineering, criminal justice, and things of that nature. But if you are not totally sure of what major to pick when you are doing our application, just make to put Associate in Arts or Associate in Science. Once the admissions office receives that application, they will assign you an academic advisor, navigator that will help you with the rest. Now, this application, or how to apply to become an apprentice, also is a little bit different. So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that you have the qualifying scores, SAT, ACT, or the AccuPlacer test scores, okay? If you do have those qualifying test scores, there's an application package that you must complete. And again, who is going to help you with this? Your high school guidance counselor, because you need a couple of letters of recommendation. The guidance counselor has to sign the application. So dual credit classes, you will take dual credit classes while you are going to be, getting into job training, take classes high school, obviously, and then you need transportation to go from your job training to your high school, and perhaps even to go to Trident Technical College, because you are going to be doing all these things. So before you think about this, or if you are interested in dual credit or youth apprenticeship programs, talk to your guidance counselor about it, and they will help you with this, okay? So when it comes to the application to Trident Technical College, it's really simple. We recommend that you use the Google Chrome browser. Once you get your browser up, you can do even a Google search, put Trident Technical College there, and it will take you to our homepage, or you can type www.tridenttech.edu. That is our internet address. So once you find our homepage per se, you can see here in the top right that it says apply to Trident Tech. Okay, when you click there, it's going to take you to the application, the admissions page, okay? In there, you will read the instructions, how to continue with your application, create an account, and you give the regular information that we ask. And once you submit the application, it's free, so there is no code to be entered in there. So the admissions office will process your application within a few business days. They will create what they call your student portal. The student portal is the place where you can see who your academic advisor navigator is. Now that's really important because that person is the one that is going to make sure that you have everything else that you need to become a student at Trident Tech. So what is it that you need to become a student at Trident Tech? If you are interested in dual credit classes, or perhaps try to become an apprentice, talk to your high school guidance counselor, because that application is not this one, it's a different one, okay? But if you decide, okay, I just want to go to Trident Technical College, get some classes, and then transfer, let's say, to Charleston Southern, College of Charleston, or any other university out of the state, you can do that as well. And the admissions office will want to see proof of math and English proficiency. Now, how can you do that? With the SAT, ACT, or the IQ Placer test, which is our admission test, you either one will work for us. If you, let's say, finishing with a 3.0 weighted GPA, there is something great that will happen. And I want to mention this, make sure that you understand. You don't even have to show proof that you have, any test scores or anything of that nature, because you will be placed in college level classes right away. So no need to take a test. Just submit your final high school transcript proving that you did finish with a weighted 3.0 GPA, and you will be admitted as a student right away. So we are open door institution. Is a lot easier for us to admit the students. So the other thing that they will ask you is, of course, when you graduate, to send us your final high school transcript. It has to be your final high school transcript, okay? And the other thing is just proof of legal presence in the United States. That, because we are a public university, college, they will require you that, So just in case I have anybody that is a DACA student or anything of that nature, make sure that you submit all that documentation to the admissions office. Now, something else happens, and I want to talk to this. That's the last thing I want to talk about it. If you finish your high school senior year with a 3.0 GPA, you will be the automatic recipient of the Life Scholarship. So I will suggest get a little familiar with the state scholarship, like the Palmetto Fellows, Hope Scholarship, and the Life Scholarship. The Palmetto Fellows and the Hope, you can only use in a full-year university, and you have to use it right away as well, okay? You cannot wait to use it. The Life Scholarship, you can use it in a 2 or 4-year university. And that one, in our college, the only thing that we look at to give you the Life Scholarship is that you did finish with a 3.0 GPA, okay? So I want to put in here our contact information as we appear, and the panelists' contact information, just to remind you, if you have any questions, obviously you can reach out. And also you can use the Q&A to type your questions so that we can read it out loud when we are done. So I hope that this information was useful to you. And let's see if you have any questions. So let me stop the sharing screen. And Laura, do you see any questions?
Guys, so I don't see any questions currently in the Q&A. If there's anything that you think of that perhaps you forgot to add in on your slides, or something else that jarred your thought process while watching the other colleges and universities present, is there anything individually that you would like to go back and add at this point?
I would like to mention a couple of things. When you guys go either to Trident Tech or when you are in high school, and let's say you go to Trident Technical College because you want to transfer later on to a four-year university, think about these two things. When is it that you are going to transfer to that four-year university? Make sure that you are transferring when they will accept you, because sometimes they don't accept students in the spring semester or summer semester. Sometimes it's only the fall semester, okay? And if you are using or utilizing the Life Scholarship, for example, you can utilize that scholarship in Trident Technical College for 2 years, right? But if you wait, you might lose the scholarship, because the requirements of this scholarship says that once you start taking college level classes, the clock starts ticking and you must finish 30 credit hours within the academic year. So you can do 2 years, let's say, Trident Technical College, and then you can transfer to a four-year university here in South Carolina and continue utilizing the Life Scholarship, okay? So I just want to make sure you guys do that. And also make sure that you check what is the requirements for transfer students in the four-year universities, because if you come to Trident first and then transfer to a four-year university, you are not considered a freshman anymore. You will be considered a transfer student. So make sure that you have the GPA requirements so that you can transfer. If for any reason you don't have the GPA, remember this: you can repeat classes to improve your GPA before you transfer. Okay, that's a couple of things that I think you guys can think about. Okay, Kaylin.
I think you covered it. Like Laura said, if anyone has any questions, our contact information is in the slides. You can also visit our website. I'm sure they're super user friendly to find our contact information.
Could each institution address the cost of application? And if you offer any fee waivers?
College of Charleston is a $50 application fee. If you're interested, please reach out to me and I will be happy to give you a fee waiver.
Trident Technical College, the application is free, so there's no need for even a code to when you complete the application. So take advantage of it.
Yeah, same thing for Charleston Southern. For undergraduate degree, we're free. Of course, when it comes to master's and graduate programs, there is a fee, but for undergrad, it's free.
All right, any last minute questions? Anything else you guys want to add? All right. Thank you everyone for joining us today. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We would really appreciate any feedback you can provide. This is just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at CACRAO.org. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at CACRAO.org. Thank you, everyone.